YouTube? How are you guys doing? On this episode of Shipwrecked, I'm going to introduce you guys fully to my 2022 Dodge Charger Scat Pack Widebody. I'm gonna go get some fuel in it. It's starting to warm up. It's like 35 degrees out, and I can't stop driving this car. I absolutely love driving it. I mean, especially because I don't know if you guys should be able to hear this. This thing rips. I love it. And it's just effortlessly. It's just effortless. And it's really, so I had a 2005 Dodge Magnum RT. It was my first and only other LX car I've ever had. And it was cool. I liked it. It was, it definitely got my feet wet with these cars. I'd wanted one for a while. I've always liked the newer Chargers and Magnums, Challengers. 300s were cool when they came out. I really wanted one. And when I worked at the junkyard in 2017, I was going out. I went out to the yard. It had just snowed. It was like March or April, late. It was early spring, late winter. And I was out there putting stock numbers on the new cars that came in from the auction. And I get out to this 05 Magnum. The front bumper cover was kind of hanging off of it, and just missed the headlight. Headlight was in the car, and the key was in, right in the dash. And I don't know, my Mopar sensors were tingling, if you will. Something told me to turn the key, because I opened the door and all the lights came on. Kind of an oddity when a car shows up from the auction that, things like that are functioning. And I turned the key and the car started right up and sounded good, and shot a text message to my boss, and one thing led to another, and I owned a Dodge Magnum. At the time, there was a SRT8 Charger that was totaled there. I got the straight pipes off of that. I got the SRT8 wheels off of that, and the Bilstein shocks. I didn't go with the full Brembos. That they had all that stuff sold already, and obviously I just left the 5.7 in it because it ran. I had no reason to put the bigger motor in it. And that car was fun. I took it out to Great Lakes for Mopar days. I actually found the time slips not too long ago. I think they're at the house. I'll have to take some pictures and add them right here. And it ran, I want to say 1470 over and over again. It was either 1470 or 1490. Either way, I wasn't that impressed. It was cool. It did the same, basically the same elapsed time 3 times in a row. I hot lapped the car and it ran exactly the same. So it was super consistent. But I thought there was more on the table. So I ended up selling that car and getting my turquoise 71 Dodge Polara. And from there, I just kind of, didn't really want another LX car. And then I started really seeing what the SRT cars could do. And while this isn't an SRT anymore, this is a Scat Pack, it's still built along the same lines. It's got the bigger Brembo brakes. The car's actually loaded up pretty good. The wide bodies come with a lot more than just a regular Scat. And then, obviously you get the 6.4 liter Hemi with 485 horsepower. And I got the 8-speed automatic because this is a Charger. And this combination, it just kicks ass. I love it. It's really, really good. And in stock form, they're really good. I'm not going to go too wild with it. There's, I obviously want to keep my warranty intact for now. And I think, pretty sure the route we're going to go for a lot of fun with a Gen 3 Hemi. My green car that I showed you guys the H4 conversion on, that car's itching for a Hellcat swap. So right now, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. That's what I got in mind. And yeah, we'll just go from there. But pulling up to the gas station now, I'm gonna put some 93 in here and we'll do a quick walk around out back. Here we have my 2022 Dodge Charger Scat Pack Widebody. This car is granite metallic. I think it's granite crystal metallic, something like that. I've had it a little over 2 months now. This car is really great. I love driving it. You see, it's winter, we got snow and stuff. I'm not afraid of it. I just keep it clean. Do my best to stay away from slushy, crappy, really nasty roads. But yeah, this is it. It's got the optional 20x11s. It's got the painted red calipers. It's got the plus package. So, open her up here. It's got the Alcantara seats. I put WeatherTechs in it. You can't see it, but I changed the puddle lamps to the little Scat Pack B. What else? Next thing I'm going to do is get the windows tinted. I already filed for my taxes, and that's first thing on the list. I'm going to do the tints, and I think I'm going to do the mid-muffler delete. That's what I've decided it sounds the best to me. I like it loud. I mean, it does sound really good stock as is. And here. That's what it sounds like. Get a little bit of a rev here. I think they sound pretty good as is, but I like it loud. Oh, I've also put the blackouts over the reverse lights. It was kind of cold out when I did it, and I've noticed they're already starting to bubble and peel. I have another set to put in, but I've also seen there's a cover that covers the whole thing all the way across. I kind of like that too. I think that might be a more permanent thing. So yeah, definitely doing the tints and the mid-muffler delete as soon as possible. What else? Let's see. Oh, I bought 17x11 race stars in like that bronze color. And I think the size I'm going to go with for now, because I'm staying stock power for the next, I've got 2,500 miles on the car. My warranty expires at like 36. If I really want to push it to the 60, you know, what is it? 6 years, 60 on the powertrain. So yeah, I'm not planning any real mods to it at this point. Just little bolt-on stuff. You know, I've read that the cold air doesn't really do a whole lot for these. It's so mean. I love the wide body. So I looked at a few of these cars, and they were one dealership near Chicago really wanted me to get into. She had regular Scat Pack, you know, the narrow bodies out there, and they were nice. You know, one was Indigo, the other one was Frostbite. But I had the wide bodies the way to go on these, I believe. They're just so mean. I mean, it's just a tough looking car. And also, I did consider a narrow body. However, I wanted to have the dynamics package with the 6-pot Brembos and the adaptive suspension. And the dealer I went to, this came from Antioch Dodge. And they were really great to deal with. They made it happen for me. I went out there to look at a narrow body they had. I didn't even know this car was there. And it was this same color, the granite crystal. And it had the red interior, the Alcantara. I liked the car. It was nice. It had the, you know, dynamics package on it. And I was ready to, you know, do something with that one. And then we walked in and this car was sitting in the showroom. And it wasn't loaded up. The cars like this that I kept running across had a ton of options on them. And they were $65,000, $70,000 cars. I got this one out the door for like $57,900. So, not too bad. Now with 23 coming, you know, I see these guys got these things all marked up. And I just knew I better grab one before it's too late. As a lifelong Mopar guy, you know, the end of a new muscle car era. And I was just going to let it slip by? I don't think so. I did look at one other car. It was a 2020 Scat Widebody. It was in Lansing, Illinois at Napleton's. It was nice, but we couldn't come to a reasonable agreement. It was a 2020 with 5,000 miles on it. It had no options, really. It was a Frostbite car. It was cool, though. I liked it. I test drove it. It just, we couldn't get together on it. And, you know, I figured brand new was probably the better way to go anyway with these cars. You know, a lot of people romp on them, and you don't really want to get one of these that's, you know, got like 10,000 miles on it, because if they already got rid of it, they, you know, maybe someone got bored and they babied it and upgraded to a Hellcat or something, but usually, I mean, these cars are designed to go. But yeah, you can see the seats, the logo on them. It's pretty neat. No moonroof. It's kind of one of the options I wish it had, but I'm all right with it. One less spot to fall out of if anything ever, you know, got a little crazy. I seen one of these up the road at the gas station earlier this summer. I was out in my 70 Polara convertible, the one I just sold to my friend, and the convertible was FK5 burnt orange, and a cinnamon stick wide body Charger pulled up, and I loved it. So that's the two things that this car I had in mind but couldn't come up with. I really kind of wanted the cinnamon stick color and the moonroof. However, I didn't know I wanted the optional wheels and the painted calipers and the Alcantara seats, you know, the plus package. This car's got nav, and you know, it's actually got a good handful of options on it. You know, I think the sticker was like 60 on this car, so it wasn't just a base model. So I'd say it was a decent trade-off. And you know what? I've seen some wraps and I've thought about it. I might consider wrapping it orange, and then the only thing is a moonroof. And like I said, you know, that's one of them things that's just kind of cool to have, you know. Don't need to have it. But yeah, this is my Scat Pack. Oh, there is one thing. So under the hoods, I'll show you guys the engine. It's like the most important part. At 392, 6.4 liter, 485 horsepower. There it is. The only thing I've really done under here, I put this catch can on. Need to get under here with a wet rag and wipe all this little stuff off. I do daily the car when it's feasible. Like I said, if it's snowing or really crappy out, you know, it'd be kind of stupid to drive it. But otherwise, I'm all about it. So there it is. That is my Scat Pack. And we're going to be doing lots of fun stuff with this car on the channel. So stay tuned.